Hello again and welcome back to another one, and today we have a couple of topics to cover, including what a renowned Eminem detractor once revealed to be the reason why Eminem is disrespected, which shows how things change from time to time depending on what's considered trendy. And right now, negatively dragging Eminem into conversations to boost exposure is the go-to tactic used by users on social media and the LSM. For instance, the Snoop interview that made the rounds a couple of days ago wouldn't have made headlines if not for the statement about Eminem. And as we dive into the topics at hand today, remember to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, turn on notifications and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. So we'll start with an update that is overdue at this point, with the release of 3 big projects in hip-hop since I last covered it, and that's in regards to the biggest hip-hop openings of 2020 across major markets. And as of right now, Juice WRLD, Pop Smoke and Logic have switched things up. Juice now takes the top spot from Eminem, Pop, and yes, I wouldn't forget the Smoke is now 4th, and Logic takes the 6th position, pushing out Nav, Lil Wayne and Gunna from the top 10 so far. And following the release of WAP, that's pacing to debut at number 1 on the Hot 100 in the United States, there's been a pushback based on the message and visuals of the song. And as you'd expect these days on social media, Eminem is dragged into the conversation, and in a popular tweet it states, Eminem used to rap about ending his ex-wife, but people will call him the GOAT, and then turn around and clutch their pearls over WAP. And if you recall what I said about teenagers in my last video, they need to sit it out when it comes to bringing up Eminem's past, because first of all, they refused to do basic research, and 2, they were still in the womb when Eminem was at his peak, because Eminem received more than people quote-unquote clutching their pearls over his music. There were protests, Senate hearings, travel bans and more to push out Eminem from the industry, and a few people who witnessed the blowback or did some research jumped in. A user states it was only a matter of time before someone dragged Eminem into this mess. Girlie had Congress holding hearings and light shade folks picketing outside award shows over his lyrics. Let's not act like his lyrics were praised initially. People don't even call him the GOAT because of that. And dragging Eminem into the WAP conversation brought out even more like this. We live in a society that likes to police women while it lets men get away with a lot. And a user got schooled by a woman, I believe. There were literally boycotts, protests, congressional sessions, PM of Canada trying to ban him, police in the UK threatening to arrest him if he performed a song with pills mentioned, getting flamed in the media for years, etc. M didn't skate, it was just too big to shut down. And here's a description of the mission the user was on after this response.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
And we head over to the next topic at hand about what stirred up drama a few days ago when Snoop made a few comments about Eminem, and Charlemagne was in there with Snoop backing him up with comments like this.
Because I respect Eminem, and I can see why people would have him in his top 10, top 5. I personally don't.
And in recent years, he's made a lot of comments to downplay Eminem, and right now, no one knows him as the guy who defends Eminem, but shortly after the interview with Snoop, a user shared this on Twitter stating, "Wow, so this was him before he turned into a hater and a brickhead brother."
It's funny, I was just having this conversation with my homegirl Jillian, and I said that I think Eminem's skin complexion actually makes people not appreciate how great he is. Like, I think the fact that he's white, he's looked upon as a white rapper instead of just one of the greatest rappers ever, period.
So for those in the back, this was him from a while back stating what he believes to be the reason why people don't acknowledge Eminem as one of the greatest rappers, period. And he was talking from a defensive position backing up Eminem, and the tone in this video is completely gone when he talks about Eminem right now, and one could even argue that the reason he gave in this clip for why Eminem is not respected is the reason he chooses to disrespect Eminem right now, and some fans have reacted to this with theories that have been floating around for a while. So you were a stan. What changed? Did his money? And I believe you don't even have to take it that far, because saying something negative about Eminem right now on its own brings in quite the attention from LSM outlets, and clicks go through the roof. So that's incentive enough regardless of if you believe Diddy is involved. The user expands on this. Damn, so reminiscent of most of the hate M has been getting lately. When it didn't matter, these people supported Eminem. Now that they can score awake points by putting him down because of his shade, these dashiki wannabes spewing hate. And it's not just about the Eminem topic. Charlemagne is a renowned flip-flopper when it comes to taking different stances on a particular issue. So share your thoughts on these topics below in the comment section, like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you on the next one.